keep it in the NFC for this game between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One will get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Down. Check, trouble, 38. Smash, red.
Straight to the air here, it's Young. Brought in right side. And he's brought down at the line. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
At the 33-yard line.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're able to bring him down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. And going play action. Young. Headed out right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face second down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. They'll cobble together a yard there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Downfield, and he's got McMillan. To the house, touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To the air with Penix. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Panthers bringing out a fifth defensive back on third. From the shotgun, Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Ready. Black 40. Ready. Go.
Young on the play action. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And he's out of bounds, but what great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Set. Ready. 45. White. Black shot. Hut, hut.
Play action now. Young. Bails out of the pocket quick. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Set.
On play action. Here's Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Hut, hut.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long.
Fitzgerald on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
This is pulled to the left, and no good. And that bad snap made it tough to get the hold down. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by Christian Wilkins.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Extra DB out there for the Panthers. Third down. They've got a man in motion. Third down, it's Penix. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Motioning him from the slot right. Penix working from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll air it out on third. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However brought, they do at least force this 4th down.
Kid, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, Young. McMillan on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Let's cut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Buys time, rolling right. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Ryan Fitzgerald will be kicked off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Penix now. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Complete to Bijan Robinson. A 7-yard gain.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at 3rd and still 10 here. Man in motion here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. He's going to be a yard shy of the 1st as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the 1st down.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
41-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, 32. Set.
Young on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Come on, set. 52, Black Ultra.
Young's going to throw it. 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Again, it's Young. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep the quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first. We've set it downs from 37.
18 on the play. First down,
From the gun, it's Robinson. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's another Falcons first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Falcons.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense in position now, it's first and goal. Here's Penix. Caught by his fullback behind the line. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. Penix here from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready up.
Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Here he goes. Third and long. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Hey, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this is going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
The kick by Folk is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Jimmy Horn here on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Ready.
He's got it on the bootleg. Buying some time right. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for our Panthers.
To the air on first down. Young. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. It's the Panthers in front here at Bank of America. We've set it downs from 37.
Set, hut. Ready.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. That is caught. It's McMillan again. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's a give to Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Young working from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm an aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Penix off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
19. Penix facing a 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's yellow. Here's set.
Back now, pressure coming. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd down, looking for options. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
They got 1st down here from the 36.
Striker, 3. Let's go now. Slide through.
Young to throw it. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has them set up 2nd down and 21. Rush coming for Young. That's completed right side. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. 1st down, Young. He's going to push one deep down the right. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Fits it through the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down to inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go now. 19.
They send a man in motion. From the pistol. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
Let's see. First it was a pass. Now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Throw left side, caught by Schultz. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And they aren't going to get there. He's pushed out of bounds, and the try for 2 does not work. Whenever you're throwing for 2, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone, because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Baker with the return. Making some progress here. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Now it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's Young to throw here on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Pause, ready. Ready. 50, green. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
That one's caught along the left sideline. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers go up by 19.
Panthers 28, Falcons 9. Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. About ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
A cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Penix working from the gun. This one falls incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Yeah, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 5th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Penix. Gets this one to London. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's Penix yet again. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
They're going play fake with Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Third down, it's Penix. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's 4th down. Penix is going to throw again. They connect for the first. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the shotgun, Penix. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Working quickly here. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Penix here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now that right there, that is... rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. Legets with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Ready.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. We'll air it out on 3rd. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hubbard. Still has some space inside the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Panthers have set themselves up for the victory, Brock. Now just need to carry this lead through to the final whistle.
Ready, set.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Set.
Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown.
Okay, ready?
Here's Young to the line now. His guys going for 2.
Ball red.
The Panthers will line up for the
Black,
2-point
95. Ready, ready.
All right, they're going to throw for it. On the move, headed right. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
34. Falcons 15. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. And gain 11 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know can set the table for more.
All set to go now from the 35. Penix now on first down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let go.
Now Penix off the play action. Has it downfield working the left. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
26 yards. And the Falcon first down.
On the jump.
From the red zone now. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Drake London with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. The 50. The 30. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Wow, that return stopped really at what seemed to be the last possible moment, Brock. I think most of us thought it was going to be 2 on the board going the other way.
Such a phenomenal defensive effort. Nearly a 4-point swing thanks to his work both with the pick and then the return. I'll tell you what, he can't wait to get back out there and get in coverage again.
Get a pick, that'll count, right?
Exactly. Get one that sticks on the stat sheet. Try returning for 6 instead of 2.
Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Cade?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them up.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Here we go.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And the Panthers first down.
Hubbard again. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Taken down behind the line.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Falcons' 31-yard line.
They run again with Hubbard. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the
Yellow,
18-yard
43.
line.
Ready.
Here's Hubbard on the give. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Set. Yellow. Lining. Hut.
Here's Hubbard. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard
Set.
line.
Ready.
Trying it again with Hubbard. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it. Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the fourth, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Chased out to his right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Motioning left is their running back. To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. And forced a 4th down.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers have it as he reports the first interception of his young career.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he'll go down here at the 16. Which is a gain of 3 there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's a give to Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard again. And he will have the Panthers 1st down. And that's the last little bit they needed, Brock, to clinch this win.